Good morning, guys. Glad to have you guys on for another week. Actually, last week going to be ending out our trading here in May, going into June. Time is moving super quick, but go ahead and getting started here on gold, guys. Let's start here on the higher time frame. So we know last week definitely seen more of that bearish pressure kind of take over or really step in on Wednesday. Strong bearish drops, closing below short-term lows here to the left, creating imbalances. So right now we're starting to see a little bit of a take profit event. We came in already filled in. If we measure this imbalance range out here on the daily, just under 50% of that imbalance got filled in. Now we're starting to see a little bit of bearish reaction from that point. H8 time frame, we can see we basically started to almost maintain above this high point, came in, filled in this imbalance, and then quickly seeing a decline. So what I'm anticipating is potentially um, maybe seeing a transition from these highs here and seeing more so that sell-off step right back in just based off of the higher time frame. So we know the 3 hours starting to build bullish. But if we go up here, we can see the 8 hour time frame. We were just coming right into this imbalance, and then we quickly started seeing some seller pressure. So going down to the H3, I can also see a potential for a quasi where we have the left head, right shoulder kind of form here. So I'm watching to see how this is maintained. This bearish candle also closed below short-term low, created an imbalance. So just watching the sellers right here at the moment. My first point of interest is going to be at this H3 imbalance at 23.49, sitting at the Asia's low. And then if we continue higher back into this IOP range at 23.56, we did come into this level of demand here to the left. Formed order consumption wicks to the bottom side, formed another bearish bullish candle. So we'll see how price kind of responds here. But if we turned on our indicator, we want to actually see this low ran out first before looking for any buy side, since we have switched into that bearish order flow. So in order for me to look for any buys, I would need to see that sell side liquidity taken, potentially running out the London's low coming into this IOP, and then we could look to expand from there. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we can see technically only 1 hour from this bullish impulse up. Our last two candlestick pullback would have been here. So we still have not broken structure to the downside based off the 1 hour time frame, still maintaining that bullish order flow. We can see nice bullish order blocks being created here. So ideally, like I said, for the buy side, if we do remain strong, I would like to see price actually take a step down, run out that sell side liquidity, and then we could look for that impulse higher. Outside of that, I'll be watching these ranges. Also, the buy side liquidity sitting above us, that H3 imbalance, and then seeing if price will go higher. Definitely watching around that Asia's high. We can see here if we go down to like the M15, around our IOP level of demand sitting at the previous day's low. We got a lot of build up, almost like a triple bottom. Here we retested multiple times. So definitely if we can get that sell side, be looking to aim to take that out as liquidity. Now as far as the buy side, sitting above our IOP at the Asia's high, we kind of got like a double top here as well. So this would be some liquidity that we could look to target if we get that buy side movement, and then potentially running out that previous day's high coming into this H3 imbalance. So a couple different scenarios prepared for. I believe we don't have news until 10 a.m. Let's check Forex Factory real quick. So here on Forex Factory, let's see. Yeah, so we don't have any news until the CB consumer confidence comes out at 10 a.m. So definitely watching more so around that first hour to see if we get something set up. If not, we'll be kind of sitting on my hands until that CB consumer confidence comes out here for us. So keep you guys updated on that. Probably swing back to gold before we leave out, just in case we get close to this extreme balance range. But let me post this in the chat for you guys. Hey Johnny, good to see you. So this is gold here. Let's check out Nas 100. Let's see, let me make sure I put this in here as well. All right, so let's check out Nas real quick. So start here on the daily time frame. So based off the daily, we could see, last week, here on Thursday, we had an impulse up, strong take profit event, still stay within the previous candle's range, got bullish expansion here on Friday. Monday just gave us a little bit of a continuation higher. So right now, as far as liquidity, we definitely have this wick high up here. That price maybe want to target. But we can see generally we're playing between these two levels right now. So between that order consumption wick that was formed here on Thursday, playing between this high and this low. Now we did just run out the previous day's high, starting to see a little bit of a bearish reaction. This bullish bearish candle also gives us an ILP level, so we can definitely mark that off when we go to the smaller time frames. Let's see here. This bullish candle did not leave an imbalance, so that would not be an IOP. But at our previous day's low, we had a bullish, bearish, bullish. So this would be a IOP level here. As far as demand, so Dennis says, my takeaway from the weekly outlook was easier to trade continuations than to trade reversals. Yeah, for sure. I think I definitely noticed that as well. So just understanding when the market is more volatile, the continuation setups are going to play a bigger role than trying to catch it back in the opposite way. But it's going to change week to week as well. So sometimes we'll have weeks where price will be where you can catch it kind of both sides in the market. But when we're like very expansive, especially what we see on pairs like gold and Nas and stuff like that, like very expansive to the upside. Some of my best trades have been from those buy moves where the sellers were a little bit short lived. And then, vice versa. Last week, the sell side was the one that just really took over. And the best trades would have been more so continuation here. But yeah, sorry about that. Let's go jump back over to Nas. So we got that bullish spirits bullish here on the H8 time frame, and we also have a H8 imbalance here. So a couple points of interest as far as the demand goes, sitting below us. And let's see what else we have. This bullish candle that left the imbalance, so we can mark this low off as another IOP level here for us. And then, like I said here, this bullish bearish candle also be an IOP level of supply. And then this one's sitting above us here. Right now, it's showing a pretty strong rejection wick to the top side. We'll see how this closes in the next 50 minutes. 3-hour time frame. We can see we pretty much ran out this bullish bearish candle here, created a new one, and rejected. So let's go ahead and update our IOP to this level. Let's see what else we have here. Another order pool based off this bearish bullish order block sitting under that Asia's low and our sell side liquidity here as well. So yeah, don't want to overcrowd the charts, but this should definitely be enough. Let's look at the H1 time frame. What I can definitely see on the H1 though is we are starting to move sideways a little bit coming into this level of supply. So we want to be careful, especially when we can start to identify like that ranging price action or like that extending um, kind of tightening price movement coming, our wedges, you may want to call it, coming into a level, as we are starting to see more tighter ranges form back at level of supply. What we could see is price want to, potentially retest a little higher, run out that buy side liquidity, and then start to drop here if we, fail to form a new high. So something to keep in mind. But let's go ahead and mark up our zones around this point. Let's measure this, see how big this order block is here. So just under 12 points. So we can mark up this one. And let's see how big this one is here. This may be too big, around 35 points. Let's see if we can get a smaller one on the M30. Okay, let's be perfect here. So we can mark it up to the wick low since there was a imbalance here. Now let's see, M15, nice bearish bullish order block. sitting directly at Asia's low. We do kind of got some build up here, as you guys can see, off of London's low. So I definitely would be expecting this to get ran as liquidity if we get that move to the downside. And then we have another IOP level here. Nice bearish bullish order block here on the M15. See what else we have. Another bullish continuation order block here as well formed. So yeah, this would ideally be what we'd be looking at, guys. Our key levels here today on NAS. Let's check out the 1 hour one more time. So from this high, our last two candlestick pullback would be here. So definitely watching if we do get that sell side. Watch how price maintains or ends up closing, let's say below where we have our break structure point on the H1. If we maintain that, we definitely may see a sell off, at least to run out the previous day's low and fill in this imbalance range. Outside of that, we'll be watching to see if we get a response to say a quick run of liquidity, price maintains the Asia low, or even at our next level at the previous day's low, which we can then look to take price up, target out this buy side liquidity and potentially all-time highs here again. So let me post this in the chat for you guys. All right, then it said NAS 100. I mean Euro USD. I got you. So this is NAS 100 here. All right, cool. So we got NAS, we got gold. Let me check out gold really quick. All right, so we just made it back to the H3 imbalance level. Definitely going to be watching to see how prices responding here. H4, H8. Okay. All right, so let's check out Euro real quick. Let's see where we at. So Euro USD, we know last week we pretty much continue to see more so. Well, first we started out seeing some sell side retest maintain, then we quickly came up with some more buying pressure here. Starting from Friday going into Monday, we see we've been expanding. Let's go ahead and delete all this, take off our indicator for a second. Definitely seeing that buy side expansion here. Let's look at the H8 time frame. See, potentially if this closes, let's say with a strong bullish candle, leaving us in balance, we could also watch for this imbalance to get retested, see how price responds from there. But price did leave a imbalance below us. If we get a take profit event, this would be a point of interest as far as demand that we could use here. And then if we drop down, H4, H3, nice bearish bullish order block here. So definitely marking up this wick low as well. Basically for our buy side continuation. We did leave a small pocket imbalance that price is already testing into, but we have ran out a lot of liquidity here to the left. So ideally, I would like to see a bigger take profit event opposed to price just retesting here and expanding. Would like to see price make its way down a little bit further, just because we can see we just been expanding and not really seeing that take profit event occur here. So let's see what we got here to the left. So basically tested into this bullish bearish candle here. That's also IOP as far as supply. And then we have another rejection here. So if we drop down, let's check out the M15. Oops. Turn on our indicator real quick. So sitting at the previous day's low and as well as, previous day's high correlated with now the previous day's low. Nice bullish order block. So definitely be paying attention to this area as we have multiple levels as far as session levels on top of our order pool sitting here. And then our IOP level of supply we have here to the left. We can mark up our bullish bearish order block base here. And we can see what's going on at the one above us. Nice bullish bearish candle here. Yeah, so definitely watching these. Let's look at the H1 one more time. Kind of see where we're at as far as structure goes. So from this high, this will be the last two candlestick pullbacks. So definitely watching price here at this previous day's high. If we can maintain it, looking to take price higher. I really wouldn't be looking for shorts just yet until we really start to see a stronger decline. I much rather flow with that buy side. We did get a bearish bullish bearish after running that high. So you can watch to see how this London high is maintained. If we impulse higher, take out this IOP or transition from it, that would be more so ideal for those shorts coming back into demand. But since price is overall bullish, flowing with the buy side would definitely be the ideal trade today for our time frame, potentially forming bullish order block. H8, like I said, potentially if we end up closing this bullish, leaving it in balance, this could also be a point of interest we could look for that buy side continuation once that closes there. So yeah, that's what I got for Euro right now, guys. Definitely seeing that upside, and yeah, just the fact that we're sitting above and maintaining the previous day's high gives me confidence that we get that retest. All right, so that's Euro USD. Let's check out GU. It's been a while since we looked at GU. Oh, let me make sure I post Euro on here too. All right, so let's see drawings here. Let's start with the daily time frame on GU, guys. Turn off this indicator. So looking at GU today, definitely more on the expansive side to the upside, more bullish continuation, imbalances being created on the buy side here as well. So letting us know that the buyers are definitely in the market right now. So we can mark this daily imbalance off in case we get a take profit event. Looking here to the left, we got this high that price will be aiming to target next as far as liquidity, which will also probably be an order pool on a smaller time frame. H8 right now, just more so continuation. I will watch this candle too, similar to EU. If we end up closing this bullish, strong bullish candle, leaving this imbalance could also be marked up for price to retest, and then we get more buy side expansion. If that those buyers are holding up here, we can mark up this H8 imbalance here. As far as demand, and then let's go down to the H3. Nice bearish bullish order block here as well. So we got this IOP level of demand here, and looks like we also left another imbalance here for us. And this would be similar to our Euro setup where we may get a retest right into this extreme balance and price continues higher, but we just want to keep in mind since we just have been pretty much impulsing since Thursday, as we continue to run out highs, we're not really seeing that take profit event or that stronger take profit event. So sometimes as we continue to advance, like when we're lower in a transition or impulse on the higher time frame, those imbalance retests are definitely very good to trade. But once you start making it up higher and higher within the impulse or lower and lower, a lower probability for that quick retest and continuation. But since the market is so expansive, if we maintain it, definitely look to take a shot there. But just something to keep in mind if you guys are looking to trade GU or EU for like those quick setups. So this bullish bearish candle also would be a ILP level here for us where we have that liquidity. I'll also mark this off here as far as supply. And we'll drop down here and see how the lower time frames look. So nothing really to go off of besides our order pool here. Turning on the session levels is actually sitting at the London's low, of course. And we're already trading above the previous day's high. So again, if let's say we get that retest into this H3 imbalance, price really maintains it, wants to maintain the previous day's high, you could definitely look for that expansion. Just be careful here, taking it there. If we get a deeper dive, definitely watching that IOP at the London's low, and then the H3 imbalance and daily imbalance would be areas we could look to take that buy side continuation. As far as the shorts here, let's see if we can get over here. So as far as the shorts, we have here on the M15, nice bullish bearish order block sitting here to the left. But what I can see here is definitely those equal highs. As you guys can see, one touch here, another one here, basically in the same range. So if we continue higher, I'm expecting this to get taken as liquidity. I wouldn't necessarily be looking to take a trade immediately as soon as we tap into the zone. We'll be looking to actually get a run of the high and then seeing if I can capitalize on like a sell-off, take profit event. Other than that, we can watch this next level of supply, see if price transitions from there, and that will give us our sales setups for the day if we do get transitions from these highs. Outside of that, the overall goal would be a buy side continuation to flow with the overall order flow. So let's go ahead and post this GU. Oh, what's going on, y'all? Thanks for hopping on, brother. So we'll check out AU real quick. See where we're at timing wise. Probably circle back. I want to check out gold really quick here. Okay, so gold is definitely impulsing up here. So I'll be watching this high. As I was telling you guys, watching this high next. We do got like equal highs sitting here. So if we get an impulse into it, more so seeing this ran as liquidity, coming in, retesting that H3 imbalance, and then seeing if we get any sell side. Outside of that, we can wait for that take profit event for that buy move here. All right, so let's check out AU real quick while gold is moving. All right, so AUD USD here. Oh, okay, this is markup from our last week. But let's actually start here on a daily time frame. Based off the daily, definitely seeing that buy side expansion, bullish candles being formed here, starting to get a retest outside of, or starting to get that impulse after retesting this bearish bullish order block here to the left. So we had a decent take profit event, but now we're just continuing right back with that bullish order flow. If we mark this up here, daily imbalance, as far as our level of demand. And then we also have here on the H8, couple points of interest on that buy side. So definitely getting that expansion. And then we also closed above a short-term high here. So definitely watching to see, how this buy side maintains. We're already seeing we tested into this H8 imbalance. Price is starting to form that order consumption wick to the bottom side as well. So definitely a lot of bullish price action on our dollar inverse pairs here today so far. Definitely what I'm noticing across the board. Looking at the H3 time frame, we also have here a couple order pools. So we got this bearish bullish candle, give us the IOP level of demand, and then this bearish bullish order block here. So watching to see how price responds from these. As far as, let's see, supply, we already ran out our buy side liquidity, came into this IOP level here, and starting to see a little bit of a rejection. Let's see what we got here to the left, bullish bearish. Definitely if we get that buy side continuation, we'll be looking to run this as liquidity, but it is an IOP level of supply here. Looking at the H1, so far maintaining that bullish order flow here as well. So our last two candlestick pullback will be here down to this week low. So far maintaining it. We could start to, like I said, watch for potential sales from these highs. Since we ran the buy side liquidity and we're at our order pool here. If we measure out this order block, this is only like 5 pips, so this would be perfect. So correlating the two, also correlating with the fact that that's London's high and the order block is off of the Asia's high. So if price maintains it, we can watch how this order switch here happens, take it down potentially. But I would again be careful based off the buy side expansion we've been getting here. And sitting below us, we also have, let's go down to the M15 here. We can also see underneath our, sorry about that. So we can also see clear as day too, some build up here on the M15 under this order pool. So as far as the sell side, I would definitely be looking to target these lows here at 6665 66551 is definitely an area to look to target for the as far as like the sell side. Also, we can see it here basically at this order pool here to the left, a lot of build up liquidity. So when we see that, we know that price may not just easily retest into the order pool, then we get that transition. We're more so looking for it to get swept and then let's say transition back above the order pool where we can look for retest and then we take price up from there. So yeah, we can mark this level off. They are pretty much on top of each other here. But like I said, both of these price points or both of these levels sitting below us, correlated here with the London's low and Asia's low. I'll be looking to be taken as liquidity first for that buy side. And then again, watching to see how price responds here as a seller. Definitely starting to see a little bit of a reaction in one time frame. We can see after we ran out the London's high, took out some short-term lows here and bounce creation here as well. So kind of setting up pretty early. So this isn't a bad setup so far here. Let's just measure this out. So yeah, around 4 or 5 pips. Sell side, taking us down to run those lows will get us right around a 1 to 3 to run out the Asia's low here. So yeah, this is not too bad of a setup. As we can see, price already starting its transition. But like I said, I would be again extremely careful about any shorts on these dollar inverse pairs. Just seeing how this buy side has been looking here today. So take your time, guys. Be patient. Wait for those setups to come to you. I'm excited to see how we kind of set up and run it up this week, guys. See what we can do. So with that being said, I will be back. See you guys on the session tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great trading day, great rest of your day. And always come forth with questions or anything that you guys want to cover so that I can make sure that you guys are prepared for the best trading day possible. So I will see you guys on the session tomorrow, and I hope you guys have